ABC7 Bangor.
This is ABC7 News at Noon.
2 people were killed in a car crash Wednesday afternoon in Dixmont. Good afternoon, I'm AJ Douglas. Details on that crash are coming up. Also, Maine State Police are investigating an alleged domestic violence assault involving a Kennebec County Sheriff's deputy. And a federal judge will consider whether to unseal the government's affidavit used for the FBI search for former President Trump's Florida residence. That, along with our other stories. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. First, let's check in with meteorologist Devin Biggs.
Alrighty, happy Thursday afternoon. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Luigi and Fredericks across from Eastern Maine Medical Center, serving the greater Bangor area for over 65 years. Swamp crab advisories being trimmed back to the south and west slowly but surely. Pretty much out of our viewing area at this point, though, as that area of low pressure is pretty much onshore. And so bringing more showers with it, though. Not much in the way of any thunder. We've been seeing a few little bits of lightning bolts on a lightning tracker from time to time. But now things are starting to back off a little bit to just a few showers that have been developing, along with some pesky clouds as well. So not the best day to be outside today with the rain chances. Maybe a good day to just stay inside and do some of those indoor activities or cleaning for that matter. But all this right here with the center of low pressure will begin to track off towards the north and east. And once we get this out of here, though, things will begin to improve later on in the week as we wrap things up and head into the weekend. So futurecast for today, plenty of clouds, a few showers possible. Things start to break up overnight tonight, especially as we head towards the daytime tomorrow. The winds overall will be out of the northwest a little bit. Again, gusty along the shoreline at times, but not as bad as we head towards land. But again, things will start to improve as we head towards the daytime tomorrow as well in the wind department. So scattered rain showers today, highs in the upper 60s, a cool one out there. That west wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour, a little bit more gusty along the coast. Later on tonight, lower 60s, a slight chance for a rain shower early. Some dense fog as the sky begins to break up. That west wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Hourly forecast for the rest of the afternoon period. Rain showers, temperatures making into the upper 60s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
2 people were killed in a car crash Wednesday afternoon in Dixmont. The collision happened just after 12:30 and shut down Route 9. Penobscot County Sheriff Troy Morton says 2 vehicles were involved and both occupants in each vehicle died. Right now, the identities of the man and woman in those vehicles has not been released. Morton says the crash was reconstructed and Sheriff's Office is still trying to piece together what caused it.
It's early in the investigation. Clearly, speed is a factor. It does appear that there was some potentially inappropriate passing that was taking place, so that will certainly be part of the investigation.
Morton says was raining, but that does not appear to be road conditions as a factor. Maine State Police is investigating an alleged domestic violence assault involving a Kennebec County Sheriff's Office deputy. According to State Police spokesperson Shannon Moss, a report was made to the Kennebec County Sheriff's Office on Monday about alleged domestic violence incidents at the home in West Gardner. The caller claimed 29-year-old Kennebec County Sheriff's Deputy Daniel Ross has been assaulting his wife at their home while off duty. Deputies contacted Maine State Police after speaking to the Ross's wife as a result of their investigation. State troopers arrested Deputy Ross Monday at 10:30 p.m. while on duty. Ross has been charged with 3 counts each of domestic violence assault and domestic violence criminal threatening with a dangerous weapon, as well as 1 count of unlawful sexual contact, domestic violence, terrorizing with a dangerous weapon, and aggravated assault. He is currently being held at Somerset County Jail. Ross, who started working at Kennebec County Sheriff's Office on March 16, 2021, is on administrative leave with pay. He made his initial court appearance in Kennebec County Court Wednesday. A former Franklin County prosecutor has been sentenced to 2 years of probation for her role in an illegal marijuana operation. 36-year-old Kayla Avies pleaded guilty back in March to federal charges of tampering with documents, part of a plea deal. Police say she told a former Franklin County Sheriff's deputy he was under investigation in connection with the alleged $13 million marijuana operation and deleted the text messages.
We thought that this prosecution was very important to bring because Ms. Alves was a public servant, she was a prosecutor, and she had a duty to the public to treat everybody fairly and with respect. She had a duty to always act in the best interest of the state, and by deleting evidence that was at issue in a federal investigation, she violated those oaths.
Alves was also ordered to pay a $2,000 fine. A federal judge will consider whether to unseal documents a government's affidavit used to justify the FBI's search of former President Trump's Florida residence. ABC's Monica Abdi has the details.
Today, the Florida judge who approved the FBI search of former President Trump's Mar-a-Lago home will hold a hearing to decide whether to unseal the affidavit used to justify that search. Judge Bruce Reinhardt is set to hold a hearing this afternoon after several media outlets requested that the documents be made public, citing the, quote, historic importance of these events. But the Justice Department has requested that the document remain sealed, as its release could, quote, cause significant and irreparable damage to its ongoing criminal investigation and could likely chill witness cooperation. Trump has also called for its release, saying it is, quote, in the interest of transparency. But as some Republicans continue to decry the Mar-a-Lago search, Pence called on his party to stop attacking the FBI.
And these attacks on the FBI must stop. We can hold the Attorney General accountable for the decision that he made without attacking rank and file law enforcement personnel at the FBI.
It comes as legal issues mount for some of the former president's closest allies. Today, former Trump Organization executive Allen Weisselberg is expected to plead guilty to a long-running tax fraud scheme. According to the New York Times, as part of his plea deal, Weisselberg will admit to all 15 felonies he's accused of and may have to testify about his role in the scheme if the Trump Organization goes on trial.
Mr. Giuliani, when you met with Georgia lawmakers, did you lie to them?
We will not talk about this until it's over.
And on Wednesday, Trump's former personal lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, faced a special grand jury in Georgia, testifying for 6 hours as part of a criminal investigation into Trump's efforts to overturn Georgia's results in the 2020 election.
Coming up on ABC 7 News at Noon, a member of the Westbrook Fire Department passed away, and the department is paying a special tribute for the special member of the crew. Details are coming up.
Did you know that it's possible to buy the wrong type of flooring for your home? Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or professional contractor, the experts at Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors are here to help, offering solid pro advice from choosing the right material and color to installation. Don DeKalb features the highest quality hardwood flooring sourced from lumber right here in Maine, from Maine traditions. Not only will you get a floor you'll love, you'll get a floor that will last. Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors, buy from the best, forget the rest.
Hey Bangor residents, the City of Bangor is offering up to $2,000 in grants for income-eligible single-family homeowners if you install a new Fujitsu heat pump in your home. And Valley Home Services is an authorized Fujitsu installer. Up to $2,000. Combine that grant with rebates from Efficiency Maine, and you can have a new Fujitsu heat pump installed by Valley Home Services at little to no cost. Don't miss this incredible offer, Bangor. Call Valley Home Services today to see if you qualify.
Winning car accident cases is what we do.
I injured my hip and they got me $260,000. What did the twos do for you?
Lowry and Associates got me $350,000.
We win for you.
22. Saliba's Rug Cleaners in Bangor is the best and only spot you should go to for your rug cleanings. Serving Maine for more than 70 years, we care about your rugs. Clean rugs last longer, and our family takes pride in being the professionals that you can trust. Our cleaning process consists of soaking your rug in a bath, shampooing, rinsing, and drying in a humidity-controlled dry room, making sure no detail is overlooked. Need a repair? We fully service every type of rug for you. Saliba's Rug Cleaners.
We care about your rugs.
Wherever you are, whether you're ready or not, it's coming. With a purpose. With persistence, with the power to change the way you live. So you don't have to change the way you live. Generac automatic standby generators. Control your power, control your life. Visit Generac.com.
You want to feel important, to be a part of something bigger. something that matters and can help change things.
We know. We felt that way too.
And that's why we joined the Army National Guard. Take on your legacy.
Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
If you've been injured in an accident, tell them you mean business.
Senator Susan Collins is joining a group in Washington to introduce the Chase COVID Unemployment Fraud Act. In May, the Department of Labor's Office of Inspector General estimated $163 million in fraudulent unemployment. If the estimate is accurate, this means only 2.4% of wrongful payments have been recovered, which is approximately $4 billion. Collins said in part, quote, "Unfortunately, far too many criminals took advantage of these federal unemployment insurance programs, resulting in widespread fraud. Our legislation would provide states with the resources to help recover these stolen funds and help prevent future theft of unemployment benefits." The legislation would also provide incentives to states that work to recover the stolen money. A group of Maine independent repair shop owners and other stakeholders have filed a petition with the Secretary of State to protect their right to repair new cars and trucks, as they say automakers make it increasingly hard to access the repair and diagnostic information necessary to do so. A national agreement in 2013 between automakers and auto repair and auto parts industries forced automakers to provide access to repair and diagnostic codes and information, but did not recover the rapidly expanding wireless technologies now installed in new vehicles. The ballot initiative would give Maine car and truck owners access to all of the diagnostic and repair data generated by their car, so they could opt to provide access to any independent repair shop or automaker, increasing the ability to choose who works on their vehicle instead of being limited to the dealer. Once a petition is issued, a signature drive and campaign will be organized in hopes of having the initiative on the 2023 ballot, if not passed by the legislature beforehand. The Penobscot County Commissioners have provided an update on plans to renovate and expand the Penobscot County Jail. County Commissioner Laura Sanborn says the goal is to design a facility that is able to accommodate the current average population of 226 inmates. She says the new facility would ideally have the capacity for up to 280 inmates and be able to provide additional medical and mental health services.
We continue to evaluate options that allow for the proper space and services necessary to adequately support the needs of Penobscot County, while also considering the physical impact on communities.
Sanborn says they hope to present a plan with the new facility in early 2023 that would be supported by a bond measure. A retired Maine K-9 from the Westbrook Police Department has passed away. According to the Facebook post, 12-year-old Roxy died over the past weekend. Roxy was born in Czech Republic and paired with Officer Phil Robertson of the Westbrook PD. She served the department from 2012 to 2018 and trained with the Working Dogs of Maine as well as Maine State Police. During her service time, Roxy received 2 life-saving awards, one of which was when she found a woman who was actively trying to take her own life, and the other was when she located an elderly dementia patient who was wandering in the woods in 90-degree day weather. Roxy was also awarded numerous times for her playing a major part in drug seizures. Over the past 4 years, she was able to enjoy retirement just being a dog with Officer Robertson and his family. Oh, condolences to Officer Robertson and his family. I know they're really missing Roxy. In other news, with Thursday's business news, here is Leo Jonathan.
According to the Commerce Department, retail sales were flat in July compared to June. The Nasdaq was down 1.3% by the closing bell Wednesday. The S&P dropped 0.7%. The Dow lost 0.5%. Profits at retailer Target were down amid a glut of inventory. The company's net earnings fell 90% in the most recent quarter. And 3 major pharmacies, CVS, Walgreens, and Walmart, have been ordered to pay $650 million to a pair of Ohio counties over the opioid epidemic. The companies are being held responsible for millions of opioid pills going into Trumbull and Lake counties. All 3 companies will appeal. I'm Leo Jonathan with Thursday's Business on ABC 7.
Coming up, 16-year-old Mackenzie Shores of East Machias has dedicated herself to a cause that has shaped her life. We'll explain when we return. We'll be right back.
How much does it cost you to use an ATM? How does $0 sound? Get cash and forget the surcharge fees with Maine Credit Union's Surf ATM network. Find over 250 surcharge-free ATMs at mainecreditunions.org.
Make the most of your waterfront with a ShoreMaster dock system from Hammond Lumber Company. ShoreMaster docks and boat lifts have been the trusted choice for decades. With ShoreMaster, you get the expert product knowledge and first-class service you've come to expect from Hammond Lumber. Hammond is the country's largest stocking ShoreMaster dealer, so you won't wait to get the dock system you want. Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire with professional service after the sale. Your dream waterfront begins with ShoreMaster from Hammond Lumber Company.
Hood is the cottage cheese lovers love. Start with our award-winning country style. It's delicious on its own, or like this. That. Even, sure. Plus, it's got more protein than hummus and less sugar than yogurt. Then there's Hood's flavors. We expertly blend in real fruit or savory herbs for an unbeatable taste combination you can't recreate at home. Now that's cottage cheese. Hood cottage cheese. Always good, always Hood.
Hi folks, this is Barry Gass of Gass Horse Supply and Western Wear in Orono. We've been in business since 1911, and our third-generation family-owned business can't wait to show you our unique line of Western wear and Western tack. We have Western boots, shirts, hats, belts, and buckles for the entire family, and Western tack from bridles to saddles and everything in between for your horse.
Gass Horse Supply and Western Wear, where the American West comes alive in Maine.
Finding a surcharge-free ATM just got easier. Maine Credit Unions have the largest surcharge-free ATM network in Maine with over 250 locations. Save money today. Surf ATMs at mainecreditunions.org.
Dine on the deck with a delicious view at the Lucerne Inn and Ryan's Pub, now open. Experience outdoor dining at its finest 7 days a week with award-winning dishes from their executive chef, Arturo Montes. Dining on the deck at Ryan's Pub is an unforgettable culinary experience you'll want to share with your family, friends, business partners, or that special someone. Your next visit to the Lucerne Inn will feel like the first all over again.
Maine Health and Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield have announced that they have reached an agreement to keep Maine Medical Center in Anthem's care provider network for the next 2 years. As a result, all Anthem members will continue to receive in-network services at Maine Medical Center. All other Maine Health facilities and providers will also remain in Anthem's network. Governor Mills issued a statement following the announcement saying in part, quote, "There is no question that the termination of that contract would have significantly harmed many people, especially those with chronic care needs. I am pleased that both parties were able to resolve their differences as I urge to avert such a dramatic and damaging move." Hiccups can be frustrating, but imagine if they didn't go away and affected the rest of your body. ABC's Justin Finch took a look at Tourette's syndrome and what can reduce its impact.
Tourette's syndrome is a condition that causes people, most often children, to perform tics. These can be twitches, movements, or repetitive sounds. Similar to hiccups, a person with Tourette's syndrome cannot stop his or her body from performing these tics. Children affected are at increased risk of being bullied. The CDC has a dedicated website listing free materials, including education, training, and programs on the condition. The site also encourages people to stand up for those with Tourette's syndrome and provides recommendations for families on how to advocate for loved ones. If you notice your child has Tourette's symptoms such as repetitive blinking, head jerking, grunting, or other tic behaviors, take them to a pediatrician. With this Medical Minute, I'm Justin Finch, ABC News.
Year-old Mackenzie Shores of East Machias has dedicated herself to a cause that has shaped her life, and that cause will bring bicycling enthusiasts to Machias in late August. She is the founder of Mackenzie's Miracles, which works to fundraise and bring awareness to premature births. Her next fundraising event is the 3rd annual Mackenzie Miles for Miracles. It is a 10-mile benefit bike ride on the Sunrise Trail in Machias. On August 27th, Mackenzie herself was born prematurely. The first 100 days of her life were spent in the neonatal intensive care unit. Over the years, her family fundraised to bring awareness to premature births and for Children's Miracles Network Hospital, including one that saved her life. The money for Miles of Miracles will go towards specific needs of the NICU in Bangor.
The money itself, we fundraise specifically for the NICU ambulances because they're a lot different and they tend to be a lot more expensive than regular ambulances because they have a lot more NICU-based equipment in them.
So if someone finds themselves with a baby born sick or born prematurely, they're going to end up in Bangor or Portland. Both are Children's Miracle Network hospitals. And before we ended up there, I had no idea what that meant. And then we quickly learned after all of the help that Children's Miracle Network and the NICU provide to families and just trying to pay it back.
To find information on the Miles for Miracles event on August 27th, head to foxbangor.com. When we return, Devin Biggs has your 5-day forecast.
At Bouchard Cleaning, rebuilding and restoring means more than just another job. To us, it's about bringing back cherished memories, restoring unforgettable moments in time, and giving hope when all was thought to be lost. For over 35 years, our mission has remained the same. You keep the memories, we'll handle the rest. Statewide commercial and residential services. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration.
We're a AAA family.
We found out about AAA insurance through a friend who had actually mentioned it a while ago. We ran the numbers and it totally worked.
We looked at the statement for our previous insurer and then AAA insurance. Definitely, we've seen a huge difference.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
By switching over to AAA insurance, we saved over $450. So with our savings, he bought more equipment.
More money means more practice equipment.
In his world.
Why didn't we do this earlier? Why did it take so long?
We're a AAA family now.
AAA insurance allows us to do so much more with our kids and spend more time with them.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA insurance, call 877-209-5384 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
If you've been injured and think you can't afford a lawyer, think again. There's absolutely no fee unless we win money for you.
I called the twos when I was hit by a speeding driver. Lowry and Associates started working for me for no money up front. I never paid a penny out of pocket, and they settled my case for over $165,000.
I'm Jim with Lowry and Associates. Call the twos. We win for you.
If you're hurt in an accident, what do you do? Call 222-2222.
Some of the best recipes are often ones we grew up with. You know, the ones that instantly take us back to our childhood. Well, today, we're sharing a recipe that our test kitchen director, Patty, grew up with. And you won't believe how easy it is. We start by combining some melted butter, flour, and lots of finely chopped walnuts, and we press that firmly into a baking dish before popping it in the oven. This will be our crust. While it bakes, we make a filling by beating together some cream cheese and powdered sugar. Now, get this. We fold in some whipped topping. That's going to make the filling nice and light. Once the crust cools, we'll spread the cream cheese mixture over it. The easiest way to do that is with an offset spatula or with the back of a soup spoon. On top of that goes a layer of chocolate pudding and more whipped topping. Then we sprinkle on some chopped walnuts. Talk about decadent. Once it's chilled, it's ready to dig into. And if it's Patty's all-time favorite go-to dessert, you know it's a good one. To get the recipe for our once top secret cold fudge cake, check out our website. Before you know it, you'll be enjoying the cool creaminess with every forkful. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a decadent layer after layer way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Here's a look at some upbeat stories making headlines today.
Earl Mollinger's secret to a long life: never quit moving. At 105, he's perhaps the oldest farmer in America, and he's still working. Mollinger tends to 1,000 acres of farmland in Oslo, Minnesota. He says he likes the fresh air, watching the crops grow, and seeing what God has done. Construction crews working on a drain project in Kent County, Michigan, dug up some mastodon bones dating back 12,000 years. Corey Redmond with the Grand Rapids Public Museum says it'll take more than a year to dry the remains, and then they'll be put on exhibit. And Mike Trin was about to take his kids to their first day of school in Missouri City, Texas, when his daughter yelled, "There's an alligator in the driveway." Trin says he's been watching crocodile hunter Steve Irwin since he was a kid, so he used some of the tricks he learned, like throwing a towel over the gator's eyes to keep it calm. Trin says he used his jiu-jitsu background to get on the gator's back to tape the mouth shut. Trin says he then dropped the alligator off in a nearby pond and then dropped the kids off at school. And those are some of the other stories making headlines on ABC 7.
All very interesting. Right now, let's check your full forecast with Devin Biggs. Devin?
All righty, happy Thursday afternoon. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home and Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices, with locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. All right, the last of a small crowd advisory has been trimmed further down toward the south and west, running until about midday today. For areas down toward the south that are still dealing with a little bit of wind, just a small area left, though, and even some of this going a little bit later further down to the south and west. So we're pretty much done with that. Just holding on to these pesky clouds, and there's some showers that have been moving in as well. So a dreary day definitely expected today with all the rain that will be moving in. We do need the precipitation. A lot of this rain has also been falling over some drought-stricken areas, especially in southern parts of the state. So this is good news, though. We've been dry around here. This area below pressure will continue to relieve us with some precipitation today, but tracking off towards the north and east. Once we get this through, though, things will start to look nice just in time for the daytime tomorrow as high pressure starts to approach. But of course, we do need the precipitation. A new drought monitor comes out throughout the daytime today, and it's still showing some areas still in parts of moderate to severe drought. This is the old drought monitor from last Thursday. The new one coming out today, and hopefully will show some improvement soon with the rainfall we've been seeing. If not this week, then for sure next week. 2 to 6 foot wave heights being noted according to some of the buoys at this point. So of course the ocean is still rather active next to that area below pressure. And even some of those gusty winds today could possibly reach to around 12 to 15 miles per hour in a few select areas. But tomorrow becoming a little bit more widespread as low pressure moves away. We get on the back edge a bit, with some areas reaching up to about 15 miles per hour or so. Our average high is 88 degrees. We'll reach only for the upper 60s today. Jacket weather today for those of you heading out. Lower 80s by your Friday, with middle 80s by Saturday into Sunday. Then back in the upper 70s, so lower 80s just in time for Monday and Tuesday, and also into parts of Wednesday. Dew points, so will also be kind of up and down as well. We'll see dew points today, a little bit more into the 60s, so a little bit more muggy. We'll fall back for the next few days. Then rising back up Sunday, Monday, into Tuesday, back into the lower to even middle 60s in a few areas. Futurecast moving forward, those scattered showers will be holding on for a while, along with those pesky clouds, so not much sunshine to be seen this afternoon. We'll see more sunshine as we head towards the daytime tomorrow, as all the clouds begin to break up. So we just got to get through the overnight period tonight and tomorrow, then things will finally begin to look better. How much rain can we possibly expect again? Maybe less than 1/10 of an inch possible, maybe around that point before we're all finished up. So a lot of the major parts of the rainfall is already wrapped up. So we're today upper 60s, scattered rain showers with that west wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Later on tonight, lower 60s with a slight chance for rain showers, some dense fog as well as the clouds break up with that west wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. 80 degrees tomorrow, partly cloudy and breezy with that west wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. Alrighty, your Scott's Recreation extended forecast. Mostly sunny on Saturday, highs in the mid-80s. Mid-80s on Sunday under a partly cloudy sky. And mostly cloudy on Monday, highs in the low 80s.
All right, that's all for ABC 7 at noon. Thanks for watching. I'm AJ Douglas. We'll see you this evening with Peter Dubois and Beth Jones on ABC 7 at 6. Have a great afternoon.
Hey, Red Sox fans, you've got to play You Pick'em Red Sox at Fox